In games, there's a concept called the magic circle. The magic circle is an experience we enter when we collectively agree to rules of play. This is a space in which the confines of our mundane reality are momentarily suspended and replaced by the new laws of our game. What makes this state magical lies within the porous particles of this boundary. A new state of being that siphons in the tensions and frustrations of our everyday lives and repositions them in a new reality. A blended dance of truth and untruth behind which we can play it out, walk it off, hit 'em hard, or go for gold without the consequences we might face if exercising these attitudes in the real world. Consider end zones. Small, sectioned off masses of turf transformed into our home base, our territory, our sense of safety. Points, entirely fictional and yet a hyper-rational dopamine infusion of punctuational proof that we did better than them. A ball ceases to be a ball. Instead, it becomes our hopes, our dreams, and our aspirations. It becomes a focal point, our golden ticket, our magic lantern. At the heart of any game is a desire for immortality. And the beauty of an immortal being is that they are born. They have an origin point, a before. And a well-played game is the game that we want to keep on playing, adapting the rules and shifting the style of play as we need to in order to keep it going. The game of football is shaped by the histories of passing, not passing, downs, touchdowns, new players, old players, fumbles. Those who are welcomed, those who are cut, throwing, kicking, screaming, injuries, redemptions, field goals, and Super Bowls. A deeply complex fractal of play in which the starts and stops pump enthusiasm through its fans from one year into the next, one playoff into the following, eternally churning the game forward through time, leaving players and coaches, referees and pundits in its wake as the game marches on. It collects the stories of its tragedies and victories in equal measure, always promising another game, another season, another year. Footballs have been passed and volleyed from one hand or foot to another, dating back to medieval times. Like a fine pork product, originally constructed from an inflated pig's bladder and wrapped in leather, these objects have shed numerous skins over the centuries as they have traversed from one home zone into the next. This bladder, a vessel and threshold between nutrition and waste, is the epicenter at which the magic circle of American football is formed. This game is not defined by the rules. The rules are fluid, constantly in flux, but rather it is defined by the people it consumes. After all, you are what you eat. Today, we are crafting a speculative future for an immortal game, not by reimagining its rules, but rather by reimagining the people who carry its vessel. And so I invite you to join me in this magic circle. Let's start somewhere near our origin.